Okay, so hold on. This is a sword I made in Blender, and just an ordinary sword. But it's actually made up of three parts: a particle system, which makes this cool fire effect, then the hilt, and the blade. But the cool thing about it is that in the hilt there is a piece of code. And what this code does, I can demonstrate this, is when I run the project, it is going to randomize certain parts of the thing. So what it will do is it will randomize the height and radius of the hilt, and also the height and width of and length of the blade. But of course, these are all set in within certain parameters that I coded. So now you'll see. Hold on, I'm gonna back up because it gets pretty big. We press spacebar, generates a random sword. It's probably I'm still not entire. It's kind of boring. It used to be that you could get a lot more interesting shapes. It's just I changed it so that they made more sense. But unfortunately, there's this weird bug which sometimes causes the blade to be like that. But yeah, anytime you press spacebar, it generates a new random sword, which is pretty cool. But bugs and stuff aside, the code here it's called generate terrain just because originally I made the script to generate terrain, but I kind of gave up on terrain generation because it was getting boring, and I decided to do this. So here is how many lines? 82 lines of code. What it does is it creates these different variables for a few different things. So it gets first of all, it gets the object, which is the particle emitter, and the object that's the blade. Then it creates variables for the sizes of all of these things. And then it randomizes the variables within constraints. And if it's within the constraints, it will then change the particle emitter, the blade, and the hilt to meet those random things. If not, it will generate more random things and then repeat the process all over again. So it's an infinite loop until it gets a piece of code that meets the constraints. So, and that's how it works, and I might add textures later.